locked in, and we're all battery powered, so that we don't get a blackout. Even if we do we're blackout prepared. We're blackout ready now.
We are hot tub blackout machine prepared.
I'm not putting it in a hot tub.
You did last week.
It was an experiment. It went wrong.
I was trying to bring my hot tub to life with comedy and life.
I've gotten so used to like when we got it on, just like leaving the extension thing set up because we had such like a hot dry spell. I didn't hear it start raining.
You forgot about the sky.
Apparently it just got really, really wet and everything just fucked.
Still
Still alive. It's just alive. The only casualty was the audio of our podcast. Everything else in the house lived.
The greatest possible.
Yeah.
But it kind of worked out. Still compressed it. Did some compression.
Good. That'll fix it. There you go.
Yeah, I did it before and after the fan, and that fucked up the compression completely.
Was the fan on during recording?
No, but before we recorded, and then during the blackout.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? So I edited it out.
Oh, right, okay.
But there was this moment of... it's all sorted. It's all fixed. It's all fine. Hopefully we're back to normal this week. Yeah, so we're on batteries now.
Yep.
Everywhere. Yeah,
everywhere.
Even
all the cameras, the recorders, screens off. Boom.
What was that?
That was powering down.
Okay. That wasn't like the hot tub gaining power. Now it's an electric hot tub. It's fine.
What was that?
Oh, you see, and because I forgot to write intro on my notes, I nearly didn't do an intro. I think we started now, haven't we? So we're 203. 203 hot tub time machine, and he went forward 2 years. Still here, still doing this.
Yeah.
Episode 20. Is it 203? Or is it 204? Oh my god. This is how professional we are.
Is it 202?
I've gone to our website and I haven't updated the website. We are Visions. I think this is 203.
Yeah.
I'm going to double check. Yeah, so we are now 203. This is 203 that we're recording.
Good. Well, they already knew that.
It's in the description. If you also look at the description, you can see that we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we're on social medias and shit. But yeah, we're on YouTube if you're listening. We've got faces. If you want to see them, judge them, throw eggs at them, then come follow us on YouTube. We haven't got a special thing. Just search for Pulling Teeth Podcast. You'll find us. Any likes and subscribes will be greatly appreciated. Intro stuff. We've got an Amazon banner as well. If you know what that does, go to our website, which will by the time this is out, will be updated with the episodes that's missing. But yeah, if you're going to buy anything from Amazon, if you fancy helping us out, no extra charge for yourselves, just pop to our website first, www.pullingteethpodcast.com. Click on the Amazon banner in the top right, and then you'll be taken to Amazon, continue your shopping as normal, and then if you get anything, then we get a kickback. It's a free way to help us out, if you would like.
It's about to get very loud. Just give it a sec. Oh, it's not. No, mine. I thought it was a guy on his bike.
Maybe in the distance. Like,
yeah. You can usually hear him coming from quite a way away.
It's happening. I know it's not. It's all good. What else? Introductory wise, social media. If you want, we're on your social media and all that shit. Also, this week we haven't got any sponsors this week due to in quotes bad reads over the past couple of weeks. But I've decided anyway to try and the plight of many endangered animals and people is worthy as well of a sponsor. So instead of the average apology flamethrower getting hit in the face with a giraffe kind of sponsor, we're going to do charities this week. I think it's important. We don't know what charities, but we've been told they'll be communicated to us from cosmic energies.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. We are both very aware of this.
Yeah. I mean, I should have talked about this before, but just when we find if we're throughout the episode, if we feel today we feel like there's a charitable cause in there, we're just gonna start. We're gonna do a charity shout out.
We're gonna create the charity.
Yeah, because I was watching. I don't watch telly that much because I don't have a license. I don't really watch telly, but I forgot how ridiculous the charity adverts are. To the point, I mean, they've always been ridiculous, but now, like, I was watching something, and then it just came on and said, "Right now, terrible things are happening to donkeys." And there's always been these donkey charities, but it's just like the wording just become more and more lazy.
Yeah.
Just like, what's happening? Terrible things. Terrible things
Really
are happening to these donkeys. We better gotta help them out. So you've been doing this ad campaign for years now.
Yeah.
And you still haven't helped them. Why should I trust you with my money?
Yeah.
I could go over there and sort out those donkeys, I think. What terrible things are happening to these donkeys? Are they watching Guardians of the Galaxy?
Do they eat trees too?
Yeah, a little tree dancing around and they're being forced to watch this. Oh, poor donkey.
I used to like that one with everyone clicking their fingers. Where they'd be like,
oh, this person's dead.
Someone's just died. There's another.
Yeah.
I used to just walk around the house doing that.
Jazz. Were you a fan of the Fast Show?
Sort of posthumously, as in after
you died.
After it died.
Okay.
But it's still one of those things that I've never watched like end to end.
Yeah, it's one of those things that when I was a kid, and it was on telly, I'd watch it because I found it funny. I don't know what time I saw it, but like, yeah, there's a load of them that I still find funny. There's loads of old English sketches that I still find funny. One that rang true was one of Harry Enfield. I think it was Harry Enfield and Chums. But he had this angry pub character. It was like him and Paul Whitehouse, and they would just be like, I don't know, Barbara Streisand. Oh no, she's lovely, mate. Yeah, no, she's great singing voice, lovely person, lovely family. Yeah. But if she came round my house, smashed my windows in and kicked my baby, I'd be, oi, Streisand, fuck off. No, oi, Streisand, no.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So I was like, oh no. This is a really funny sketch to watch. That, and I think I mentioned it before, but I still think my if you were to describe my perfect comedy is in film or TV or sketch, is the beginning of the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
When he's King Arthur goes up to the castle, and he's like looking for knights or whatever, and he's using the coconuts to go around. He's like, "You've come here on a horse?" It's like, "Yes, you're using coconuts." So, and it just gets onto this really weird, silly but intellectual argument. But where'd you get the coconuts? And it's like, we found them in Mercia.
Yeah.
And it becomes an intellectual argument about something so ridiculous. And then just someone else chimes in. It's like, well, it could be carried by an African swallow.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's the genuine basis of like, the world is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we pretend like it's fine.
Yeah.
And it's just when you get called out on it, everyone's like, no, this makes sense. Like, no, it doesn't. It still makes sense. No. And then, yeah, I think that was quite cool. But yeah, that and screaming in pubs about Barbra Streisand. Good form of comedy, good foundation. Throw in some Eddie Izzard, and then you've got, I think, my version of comedy.
Yeah.
Bit of Jack, a splash of Jack D. Maybe a bit more Jack D for you. I still got your DVDs.
It's true.
Yeah. So we did the intro, didn't we?
Yeah.
This could be charities of some kind. How are you, Steve? In immense pain by any chance?
Much better. Much better.
Is that because you haven't gone to the gym?
No, I've gone.
Good.
I've gone every other day.
Every other day.
Every other day.
Is that one of the exercises you do?
I go like that.
Oh, fucking built up a sweat. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, people get fucked up like, just sitting in the squat rack, like going like that.
Yeah. It's been good.
Yeah, really good. Really positive. Like it's gone to that point now where it's like the next day, like there's a couple of sort of aches and pains, but it's nothing that's killing me.
Well, there's weird views on it. People say you have to have you need to tear muscle fibers or some kind.
Yeah,
and it's just like. If you're going, it's
like that's
good.
the thing. Like consistency is more important to me.
Yeah.
Like as far as I'm concerned, if I'm able to go every other day because I haven't destroyed myself, that's better than the guy that's got to take 3 days off every time he goes because he absolutely murders himself.
Yeah,
which I know a few of, and I'm like I'm not sure, like if it's volume that really helps, then at the end of the month. I've done a lot more volume than you guys because I've been able to. Because but like as in the amount, just sheer amount of reps, just sheer number of reps. Like because I've been able to go more often, and there's a lot of trainers that kind of take that same.
Depends what you want, but the key thing in the beginning is consistency.
Yeah,
so enjoying it and doing it. It's all good.
Yeah, so I've gone every other day. I'm going to try and keep that up for as long as I possibly can.
Have you been tempted by an RPM bike yet?
No.
That's always the bracket.
What?
RPM bikes are good, or spin bike, spin
Oh
class.
fuck no.
I always really liked. I did them as a kid, like growing up. I did a lot of them. It was quite fun, but yeah, it's also quite strange.
It's like hit classes. I've done
hit classes.
that-
Hit me in the face.
that high intensity interval training, which is just like there's someone at the front of the class yelling
Circuit
at you. It's
training.
like, yeah, essentially.
Right, yeah.
And to just do
We call it hit now.
Yeah, well they've called it that for ages, but it's like boot camp. Or,
Yeah.
Or all of that.
We
like,
do it outside. I'm in the army.
all that shit. Which and like it's just I don't get along with it at all. Like it's not the kind of class, it's not the kind of regime that would encourage me to keep exercising.
Right.
The only thing I ever found that kind of did was weight training. Like that works for me, but like
You and your reflection and a barbell.
I guess.
What kind of slow own pace? You don't like being pushed, I guess. Because I've had that. Like, there's this whole thing of like, say you're running,
Yeah.
and someone's like, go, feel the crowd. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm not like uplifted or motivated because someone's going, yeah.
Well, like if I go and do a weight session, it can last 45 minutes, it can last an hour, it can last an hour and a half. If I do a hit class, it lasts 20 minutes and I feel like vomiting. Like that's not encouraging at all.
Well, again, it's
And
that
again,
other level up.
you'd build up a
Yeah.
tolerance to it over time. I'm sure if my cardio was much better, but as far as an introductory pace, I think it sucks. I don't think
Yeah.
it's made for anybody.
Yeah, because like say spin class, for example, when you first go, you might be fucked. But I was at a place where I was doing like 2 or 3 in the morning kind of thing, and that was like 2 hours of spin and then weights.
Yeah,
That
I
was
think
stupid.
I think
It's good though.
adding that in, that's kind of a level up bit.
Yeah.
But I think trying to encourage everyday people to exercise, maybe they
Big
enjoy
mistake.
maybe they enjoy like a social aspect to it, which
Yeah.
I kind of get. But I don't think going from completely sedentary to going into one of those classes is going to help anybody. Like I just don't think they'll stick to it. I don't think there's
Yeah,
anything really encouraging about it.
Maybe
You
like there's
just
a
feel
spin
like
canoe.
shit at the end of it.
I don't know, spin kayak. It's like a lower intensity to a bike, I guess.
Row.
Yeah. Yeah. Cardio is weird.
Yeah,
Like
I
I say-
definitely want to start cardio. I've had
Well, it will. It's like I take cardio as like the resistance or the tolerance level. You know,
Oh,
if you're
okay.
doing like circuit training and
Right.
it's weights, but
Yeah.
the cardio is what's going to fuck
yeah,
you.
yeah.
You just like
You-
your muscles may not be that strong, but
Yeah.
it's the
sort of your
upkeep.
staying power.
Yeah,
Yeah,
javelin would be good. I think it'd be quite
like
javelin's
intense javelin.
It's quite an angry sport. You know what I mean? It's the sport of disagreements. If you wanted to disagree with someone, what a better way than a javelin through their chest? No, that's Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah.
What a better way than a javelin to their door or
It's
something.
like
Disagree.
ancient darts. Yes. They played it in pubs in Greece.
Lobbed a javelin and bullseye. Guy carrying drinks. Sorry for the javelin. Anyway, yeah. So Jimmy, yeah. Apart from Jim, all good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
just checking because last time I skipped over your immense pain
Yeah.
or pain.
I managed to hide it. I was like, we went to the shop to get batteries and like all this kind of shit beforehand and everything. Oh, after the recording, Vix was like, "Oh, isn't it ironic that you went to get batteries and you still lost everything?" It's like, yeah, it's ironic, isn't it?
Oh, it's so ironic. I love how ironic it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah. Well, I
I
assume,
managed to hide it because I was just like, I want to talk about it,
save
kind
it
of
for the
like
podcast.
I want to talk about it on the thing. So I'm just gonna be like, well, what would a dog do? Dogs don't show pain as far
dog
as
will
I'm
go
aware.
buy batteries.
They yelp if you tread on them, but for the most part, their instinct is not to show pain because they don't want to show weakness.
Be like Lassie.
Be like a dog. Apparently, horses are fuckers for it. Like
For showing pain or ignoring pain?
for ignoring pain to the point where something can be really, really wrong with them and you just won't know because they just because they don't want to be picked off from the herd or what the
Maybe.
fuck ever. Like I don't know, but they
Horses
can
are
be absolutely fine. Then the next day they're dead, and it's like, yeah, this horse has had massive problems for a long time. Once they actually like open it up,
Wasn't it like ponies came before horses?
I had no idea.
I'm assuming animals have gotten bigger because of dinosaurs. Right? They were just left alone. They got bigger.
Yeah.
So we were
And then the dinosaurs died and it's just started again.
Yeah, just rebooted blue screen. Now we got pony horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think there was a whole thing about the transition to mounted domestic horses was
So we
a
had
long
chihuahuas and that went up to wolves.
Yeah, and then elephants. And then space.
Biology.
Yeah. But like, it took a while to like domesticate horses and for people to use horses properly.
I still don't trust horses.
Don't trust them.
No.
Like, they're in too much pain. Don't trust you, you painful bastard.
I'm just not sure. I think anybody that walks behind a horse is a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, probably.
Don't do that.
Do you know any guys that?
But I saw
horses?
a horse playing with a dog, just playing with it. I'm like, it weighs a ton. Like it weighs a ton and a half. And this horse, like an adolescent horse, but still fucking enormous, is playing with this Great Dane, and it's like 5 times the size of it. And they're both just like rolling around and fucking, and there's hooves and feet flying everywhere. And it's like, this is, you have no idea how close you are to death. Go.
Well, there's I think animals do know when they're playing, but like, I saw a Labrador
knows
play
when
with
it's playing. But like, if the dog like accidentally treads on a dog's constantly accidentally tread on your feet and shit, right? What if a horse does that? You fucked.
No more foot for you. Well, I saw a Labrador play with a lion. It's like a Facebook video. And it's like, oh, look how romantic this lion is. Like, what? It was because like the Labrador was chilling, and a lion came along, and the lion grabbed the Labrador's paw and like kissed it like it was a princess. You're like, is it romantic or is it
a cocktail?
Yeah. Is something going to go wrong?
I saw a video of a dog playing with a tiger in someone's backyard. It wasn't like a fully grown tiger, but it's still like. That'll fuck you up.
Yeah, I wouldn't let my dog play with a tiger.
No. Even if they were mates from birth and all that stuff, they went to nursery together or something.
They went through wars together. Shared the foxhole PTSD.
Oh, that's Tony. He's great.
Yeah, he loves sugar on corn. Never got it, but hey, everyone deals with it in their own way. He gives me a free prize toy every now and then. Have they stopped doing that?
Frosties?
No, like cereals. They still give free gift toys.
I don't know.
Must have stopped because people would be like, "Oh, my baby's choking on something."
No, because even when we were kids, it all changed to the point where it's like you didn't have just a loose toy in the box; you had it wrapped up in plastic in the box. So I reckon you could probably still do that, but
Kinder eggs are illegal in America, aren't they?
Oh yeah, because you might eat the toy.
Yeah. So I imagine probably they would have gone, fuck it, no more free. I haven't seen a free toy to cereal box for a while, but I haven't had that much cereal.
I haven't been looking at cereal boxes, to be honest.
Loser.
At what point, as an adult, do you start going like, I'm just like you kind of grow out of that cereal, and there's a part of me that's just like every time I see like a box of Crave or like Cookie Crisp or like those cereals that's just like that is not cereal. I'm still like, yeah, I could go for a bowl of that.
I still got Golden Nuggets.
Yeah, Golden Nuggets are amazing. Yeah. And even like something simple like Nesquik. Like I could do that. Cocoa Pops were always ace.
Yeah, it's all just sugar. It is.
But like at some point there was a switch, and you're like, no, I don't eat that anymore.
Well, I've tried trying to eat shredded wheat. I'm not there. You know what I mean? I can eat Weetabix, but I've always kind of liked Weetabix.
I'm just not a cereal person anymore. I think
beans now.
Like.
All the beans.
I switch. I like the only cereal-like thing that I eat is porridge.
Yeah, porridge is a weird one for me. Unless you're doing it for a group of people, it feels like a waste of time. I like porridge. Yeah, especially with carrots for some reason. What? I like a good carrot in a porridge.
What are you on?
Bit of broccoli. I put everything in it. Grapes. Yeah, fuck it. Like just put anything in the porridge. You're like, why? I went through a phase of making it every day. And like a friend's house, and they'd always see me make it. Be like, what the hell? And I never knew that would work. So I don't know if it works, but I like it.
Define works.
Yeah, like I could eat it.
It's in a bowl.
It's good to get a carrot in your day.
That's all that's required, isn't it?
Yeah. Banana, but I think that's a staple, isn't it?
Banana, yeah. I think fruits in general, you're okay, but carrots.
Good old carrot.
I suppose you can make an argument and be like, well,
cucumber.
You get carrot cake.
Yeah, cucumber. Could be a cucumber in the porridge.
No.
Bacon. I don't.
Some twats done
Meatloaf.
bacon. Stew.
The roast chicken. Oh, this porridge great. Yeah, I tend to put new things into my meals every now and then.
Yeah.
So
See, I think the as much as I like cooking and like getting like having new flavors and trying different things when I go to restaurants and stuff, at home I'm just like if I could condense everything that I possibly need into 3 meals, which is like something for breakfast, something for lunch, and something for dinner, and I could make sure everything that had all of those 3 had everything that I could possibly need, I'd eat the same thing every day for the rest of my life.
nutritional bars kind of thing.
Yeah, like Soylent Green, but I don't trust all the kind of processed kind of stuff, because I always get that Huel thing advertised to me.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I just don't trust it. Like that's too processed. I still want food. I want to be able to identify food.
Well, I mean, ever since the eating 1 steak a day and that's everything, like situation I had, my whole view on food's kind of really changed. Like, if you can just eat a steak, you're fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, but you need greens. No, you don't. Like, I enjoy greens. Eat just whatever you enjoy, but you'll be absolutely fine if you just eat potatoes. If you just eat food, your body will sort yourself out. But obviously, in an ideal world, you'll eat something that has everything you need, as you say. But like, when it comes to that size, so I try. At the moment, I'm still doing like just 1 meal a day. It's a large meal, like a 1 proper cooked meal a day. Yeah, and then it will be like fruits or whatever, just drink in the evening. Just drink myself to sleep. Did I think I mentioned it last week. The food delivery that I delivered to 10 years ago arrived again, and it started to. But because it's a local food delivery and they didn't have chicken wings around here. No chickens around here. So I started ordering wine instead. It's a new stage of life. Okay, just delivery wine.
I didn't know you liked wine.
Yeah, I like wine.
Yeah,
red wine, like You're a good red wine. Yeah.
I suppose you always like port. Yeah, so I suppose it's like
port light, diet port. Yeah. No, I've always for years I've always liked red wine. It's always been kind of tempting to do you get a casket of red wine every month and you can try out new wines. Then then I'd probably start drinking, because I don't really drink. It's just if I do drink, I'd have a red wine. Yeah,
it's not good for a diabetic, really, I suppose.
Nothing really is. I mean, just an early death, please, if you wouldn't mind. Anyway, you had a go at me last week for not asking you how your week's been.
How's your week been, Nick?
Standard, nothing really happened.
All right.
In Stoke, though, this headline kind of caught my eye. Mass brawl erupts and car hits pedestrian outside petrol station. So it's a lovely night out in Stoke.
And.
And.
Okay. There's a fight over there. Oh, there's a car smashing into a petrol station over there.
Fuck yeah. No, it's a fight that escalated, and you imagine these things happening all the time, but I'll read through it. Footage of the fight involving about 10 people has been circulating on social media. I haven't seen the video. It shows a silver car parked with its door open on the forecourt of the garage in Waterloo Road, Burslem, outside Subway. They were carbed up. They had Italian herbs and cheese bread and hot sauce. At one point,
up on marinara.
Oh, he's had he's had too much salami.
He's been on the teriyaki.
At one point, a bucket got thrown before a woman starts hitting at least 2 other people with a bat.
Do they serve Subway in a bucket?
I don't know. It must have been like a metal bucket. If it was like a KFC bucket, who throws a paper bucket?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it must have been like a metal bucket that was just around. Yeah. And someone had a bat. Good old day of batting and bucketing. Where you going with that bat and bucket? Subway?
Yeah.
2 men can also be seen tussling over what appears to be a metal stool.
Give me that.
The chair.
No, we do roll with a chair.
It's my chair. No, it's your chair. No,
my legs are tired. From all this fighting.
Oh, I actually think I know where this is. I always get weird. The Burslam's a weird word for me because I've got too many similar names of places. But I think I know. This is near me, actually, I think.
Waterloo Road, Burslem.
Like between me and Hanley, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so didn't know there was many metal stools. A second video shows the
Why have they got all this shit in a petrol station?
I reckon they've got bats. Not many bats at petrol stations.
No.
They must have
Maybe
brought this
you
shit.
could get a metal stool out of Subway, I think. They're not all like bolted to the floor, are they?
Maybe. It ran out of a petrol garage with a chair.
Yeah.
A second video shows the trouble spilling onto McIntyre Street, with a man then seen smashing someone over the head with a bat. So there's 2 bats, potentially, going on. There's 2 bats, a bucket, and a chair. All walk into a Subway. Eyewitnesses also report that a car mounted the pavement before it hit a pedestrian. 2 bats, a bucket, a chair, and a car.
Go into a Subway.
Yeah, just 10 people just having a massive fight.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm too violent for that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you can't. There's the brawl to let off steam. Like, no, I'm going to kill.
Well, I suppose it's like, did they arrange it? Like, I'm going to go to Subway to beat up Dave.
You bring the bucket and I'll bring the bat.
Yeah.
I'll bring the car.
Yeah, Jerry's bringing a chair.
Yeah, they got chairs there, Jerry.
Yeah.
I like my chair.
Yeah.
My fighting chair. I think they said a fight broke out, so
Yeah.
people are stressed, have a fight. But
Just
the bats.
just a weird run-in. Like, you're all fighting, like, with people that, like, I guess you hate them, but you know them. And then some guy pulls in and, like, runs over everybody.
I want to join in.
Like, player 3 has entered the building.
Yeah, player 2 is dead.
Player 3 is now player 2. Fight.
Yeah, I think there's a Starbucks connected to it. Maybe Starbucks had a load of bats.
Yeah, promotional offer.
Yeah, like those wooden stick stirrers.
Yeah.
But,
But reusable.
3 foot long.
Yeah.
Yeah, for hitting people, like smashing people over the face.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going on. It's my neck of the woods. Yeah, that's down the road from that butcher that sold me that human meat, I think.
Human meat?
Yeah, for my 30th.
Human meat.
I thought it was human meat because it was next to a graveyard. And I had this weird, when I ate the meat, I felt this weird bubble in my chest. I was like, oh, maybe it's my soul coming back.
Oh, wow, that was a while ago.
Big George. Big Fred.
Big Fred.
Yeah, it was that episode. I tried to find that episode recently.
Yeah.
I guess it must have been about 2 years ago. Yeah, it was on my 30th, so look at the date.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it's up the down road from there, so maybe they're all hyped up on cannibal meat. Who knows? Well, not cannibal meat, just friend meat.
Friend meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, in other news, are you familiar with Mukbang?
No.
No? You know what it is?
Is it a local band?
Oh, it's like a local prog rock pub band. It's like the art of eating food.
Mukbang.
Mukbang. It was a Korean thing. It's become a big viral sensation. The young kids will know about it.
Okay.
But it's,
is this like Oreo eyebrows?
Probably, although this is a bit even more widespread.
Okay.
This is as widespread as like ASMR, because I think that sometimes they're a bit intertwined. Do you know what I mean? You remember ASMR?
Yes. Yeah.
So this is
everybody talks into the microphone like this.
Sometimes,
right?
Sometimes it's, I don't know, smashing a bat over someone's head.
Me opening some crisps.
Or it's just having a petrol station 10-man fight breakout. That could be a big ASMR campaign, right?
Here's the sound of me hitting Dave with a chair.
It's the sound of the subway clerks being really confused. But yeah, it's about that same time. So mukbang is the art of, I think, eating ridiculous amounts of food, or at least the art of eating food in front of a camera and trying to make it entertaining.
Okay.
So you would get
I have heard of stuff of people live streaming just them eating.
Yeah, and usually it's quite loud with quite sensitive mics.
Oh,
it's not my thing. I do get ASMR, I do get moments of it, but it's probably just out of my loneliness. Yeah. Like, it's just like, can someone just talk to me, please? Thanks. I feel burned out.
Like I'm not really bothered, but like Vix doesn't like people hearing her eat or hearing other people eat and stuff like that. Like if we're downstairs or something, like if we're eating, even if we're at like a mum and dad's, like if everybody's eating, there's like music on in the background or something like that. It's just something to kind of take that edge off. Like Fair enough. Yeah, I don't think it's a pleasant sound.
Well, one of the
But maybe that's a societal
the
thing.
Netflix Spectrum, Love on the Spectrum.
Okay.
One of their favorite sounds was people eating chicken wings. So I don't know. Maybe I've never really noticed people's eating sounds. I think it's one of those things that you either tune into.
I don't care, to be honest. Like, I don't want to listen to someone slurping down noodles, but like, I don't know. Like, there's a weird kind of, I don't know, just a unpleasant like wetness to it. But like, but I know I've heard.
I can't be that little angry about that. Do you know what I mean? It would have to be full on. Can you stop and just like proper loud? And I feel like that's too much of an escalation. So
But then I've heard someone like eating a bag of crisps or something, and someone else be like, "Can you stop crunching so loud?" It's like, like crisps are a naturally loud food.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get around. Just let him eat his McCoys.
I think if I was annoyed with somebody and they were eating loudly, then I'd probably hear it.
Yeah.
But I tune it out most of the time.
It's like, I get that. That's like when you're fucked off with somebody but you're still in the room with them and you just hear them like tapping on the table or like clicking a pen or like some shit like
your
that.
whole subconscious is looking to be angry at them, so they're just finding whatever they can.
Yeah.
Let's go to the petrol station. I'll take the car. You know what I mean? Just whatever they can do. So mukbang is usually eating ridiculous amounts of food. Usually it's like thin women eating more food than they should.
Right.
So they're probably bulimic. I don't know. But anyway, it's illegal now in China.
Stop eating.
Well, I think I haven't watched much of it. I've just been on the periphery, seen it when people talk about it. But there's like huge meals, like huge by my standards as well. Like, you know, someone would eat like 2 lobsters and, you know, or a bowl of noodles that's this big. You know, it's that kind of thing where it's like a weird fascination for someone eating so much. And apparently, I can't remember whether it's in the notes, but apparently a lot of people have it to eat with somebody. So they'll be eating their food and they'll watch a video of somebody eating. And it'll be like beautiful food, beautifully presented food sometimes. Yeah. Apparently. For some, the idea of watching and hearing someone eat piles of food on camera isn't appealing. But the trend, started about 10 years ago, became extremely popular in Asia. Now, though, the Chinese government is cracking down on the videos, which soon may be banned altogether in the country. Now, I don't get this, but maybe it's because there needs to be, because China has got so many people, they struggle with food supply.
Okay.
Apparently, this is a thing. Like, there's been a whole balance of we're growing population and we need to supply all the food. So but the basic idea of this is there needs to be the president, Xi Jinping, I think that's how you pronounce it, called on everyone to fight against food waste. But they're eating all the food.
Yeah, if they're eating all of it, then it's not wasted.
It's not waste.
I mean, it's somewhat gluttonous, but it's not wasted.
And I mean, either they're vomiting this food up or they're eating like once every 3 days.
Yeah.
And it's like, what if you're eating once every 3 days?
Then what does it matter?
Doesn't really think. I guess it's just the attitude towards food. That you need to give it more respect, which doesn't deserve to be online personality.
Okay.
Food. I don't know.
Well, so could you set up a camera watching someone eating a normal sized meal?
No. Blurred now. No.
Like their porn?
No joke.
Just pixel it out?
Yeah, it's been pixel. I think I'll get onto it.
Sushi.
I'll go through it. The Clean Plate campaign. It all started with a comment from the president who called everyone to fight against food waste. Food shortages are a rising concern for China with the continuing trade war with the US. And mass flooding hitting crop growth last month. Okay, so like a recent thing. They've fucked up their crops and there's a trade war going on. And because of the pandemic, it sounded the alarm because there's less food coming in because there's less people working, whatever the hell. You can't eat bats anymore, I guess. Oh. It's harsh. I don't know how racist that joke is, but we'll see. He added that China had to maintain a sense of crisis about food security. So it's not to be taken lightly. If you're eating food, you're eating food in a crisis. So that's good.
Yeah.
The state-run media channels quickly sprang into action. The news network CCTV.
Oh, God. How appropriate.
I I didn't see that before. Made critical reports about mukbangers, drawing attention to those that consumed mountains of food while live streaming.
Doesn't that sound a bit like a Harry Potter kind of thing?
The news brought CCTV. Oh yeah.
Bloody
maybe.
mukbangers.
Yeah, like mudbloods.
Yeah, I guess.
Mukbangs. Yeah. But I've just never seen anything wrong. I mean, I guess if you were to compare it, it would probably be similar to hot dog eating contest or something like that. Like, I'm not exaggerating. The immense amount of food that these people eat is like competition worthy kind of thing. It's kind of ridiculous. And shortly afterwards, social media companies took action. Anyone searching for the terms such as eating show or eating live stream is now being served with warning notices. If they say being served, I think that's like American to serve someone with court documents. I don't think that's the case.
No,
but they're
it's
getting
just a
warning
pop-up
notices.
being like, hey, stop it.
Don't watch this. Don't watch it. Food security.
That whole
It's so crazy.
that whole weird security state creeps me out, man.
Yeah, I've never really been that bothered about it. But it's like if it's like you Google something and you get a warning from the government.
Stop looking for that.
Yeah. What food? Stop looking for food. Well, why? I'm hungry. I want to watch other hungry people. Users on popular app Kuaishou, I'm assuming, are being warned to save food, eat properly. And on Douyin, the Chinese sister app to TikTok, a warning pops up saying, cherish food, refuse to waste, eat properly and have a healthy life. Some of the most successful mukbang stars in China, the big stomach kings, who eat as much food on screen as they can, are having their videos blurred on Chinese platforms to discourage viewers.
Insane.
That's just the weird part to me. I mean, I find it weird when they bleep out swear words. I've said on the podcast, I find it weird when Simpsons episodes are edited to not have certain jokes in them. You're like, what? I don't understand. But like blurring food... Like sex has always been a weird blurry thing. I can't remember where. I think it's Japan. Been like blurry in that area.
I don't understand.
It's always been quite strange.
Understand that. It's like we'll allow porn, but we're going to blur all the genitals or something like that. It's like, well,
and you go, it's maybe
either allow it or
like,
don't. I don't see what this halfway point actually does.
It was like keeping some modesty, I guess. I don't know, but I don't agree with it. But it's like
on camera.
There you go. Yeah, but I don't know. I've never seen it as too. You just go, oh, okay, that's just how things happen over there.
Yeah.
But blurring food, like, oh, that person's eating food. Should we blur it? Well, are they eating too much food? Well, who knows? Well, we'll see. Like the one bite of a sandwich, one bite of a Subway sandwich outside of a petrol station. You can have one bite, maybe two, maybe three. But if four happens, a massive fight's going to break.
Can I just eat one box of noodles?
No, blurred. It'll make acting a lot easier, right? Do we need to get an actor? Yeah, well, not that great because he's going to be eating the whole film. And he's just going to be blurred the whole time.
Yeah.
Not need that much facial expression.
Yeah. So, all right. So what if there's like a bar scene and two people talking at the bar and in the background the whole time there's just a guy eating?
He's murdered.
Like,
killed by the state.
Does that scene then get fetishized by everybody that's watching the film? And they just kind of like they just crop it down to that one guy that's just like really distorted and blurred and whatever. But it's like he's not censored.
He might have salsa.
Like,
he might be eating peanuts.
Yeah,
Was it? Yeah, because they can't get the
like
proper
people
food
that used to
porn.
pirate songs off the top 40 on the radio.
Just trying however they can to get the.
He's eating rice. He's eating too much rice.
The thing is, I don't even know if it's sexual. I think people watch it in the same way as ASMR's kind of watch. Like it's kind of a weird fascination. The experience of eating food with somebody, I can kind of get it. Because one of the mukbangers was like, well, I've got like 10,000 lonely fans and they watch me while they eat food. And you go, oh, okay, I could understand that. Then weird to be eating food with a blurred person.
Yeah.
Are they naked? What's going on? Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one to clamp down on.
I feel like other people would kind of ruin that. Like, I get it. I think I get it in China because I imagine there's still like a degree of modesty to it where it's like, no, it's the same as if I was eating alone. It's just there's a camera here. Yeah. Whereas I think if it was in the States, it would be like, oh, now I'm going to eat the burger. Oh, it's really good. That's a great burger.
Oh, it's so the best. Oh, the best. Like the fucking episode.
Should have ordered more fries. Can I have some more fries?
Do you remember the episode of How I Met Your Mother where they go chasing the burger? And it's just a whole episode of them eating a burger.
I can't remember.
Indifferent. That was the only. I think
I'd
agree with that.
That show out just because of the way they fucking ended it.
To block it out.
Just terrible.
This is true. But yeah, that was the first thing.
The whole show itself does have merit. It's just, I just think they ruined it.
This is one of those shows that was like, this could be going somewhere. And it's like, it's going where everyone expected it to go the whole time.
Yeah.
And you've just kind of lied flat.
And it felt stupid because they introduced that character.
Yeah.
And she was great.
Yeah.
Like, there was no reason to ruin that.
Let's go and ruin it, didn't you?
Yeah. Sorry, they were eating a burger.
Yeah, and that was the only thing I've seen where I think maybe I was a bit weird by watching people eat food.
Yeah.
But that was like, you're watching it on TV. It's like watching these people eat food. It's like, and enjoying it to orgasmic levels. I'm like, this is a bit disgusting. It doesn't do it for me, but it does the thing for other people, I guess. But yeah, so if you see blurry food, China's blocking down on food waste. Doesn't want food wasted. Yeah. I didn't quite understand this next article, but we'll go for it. A man has been jailed for murdering an athlete on a London Underground platform in a chance encounter fight. So I took chance encounter as in like he was a fan and he bumped into him.
Yeah. Oh.
But I think all the names get a bit mixed up, so I'll try and keep a narrative on it. Alex Lanning, 22, stabbed Tashan Daniel in the heart as the 20-year-old went to watch Arsenal play last September.
By chance.
Chance encounter. Yeah. Lanning claimed the murder weapon. So the murderer claimed that the murder weapon, a NATO military knife, was taken from the set of Fast and Furious.
I got that from...
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did you stab him? Well, no, I stabbed him, but did you see the knife? It was signed by Vin Diesel.
I wanted to add some authenticity to the knife.
Yeah, so I got a NATO military
Live
knife.
up to the magnificence of Mr. Diesel.
Cuts through glass, you know. All right. Yeah. The Old Bailey. What the Old Bailey? What is it? This is like the crown court.
Like
something.
a big, the
Really big.
The big court in London, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Like any big major trials go to the Old Bailey.
It's like the head. It's not like a term like the Old Bill of like the police.
No. It's a place.
Particular building.
Yeah.
Very specific building.
Yeah.
Maybe he stabbed that building.
That's the Old Bailey. That's the new Bailey.
This is the Bill Bailey. The Old Bailey heard Mr. Daniel, an aspiring athlete who had dreams of making it to the Olympics, was with his friend Trayone Campbell when they were confronted by Lanning and his friend Jonathan Camille, 20. So 2 people bumped into each other. It's not in the notes, but I think there was like a, what are you looking at? And then he got stabbed.
Your knife.
Yeah. What's it doing out and in my chest? Please don't. Please, I want to live. Lanning from Hillingdon had asked Daniel what was he looking at across the tube tracks. Across the tracks. So opposing platforms. That must be, right? That's a long stab.
Yeah. That's a big knife.
Well, you could run over the tracks. Maybe that's... Because otherwise it's just a random stabbing. Maybe that's what they're saying is he ran over the tracks.
Yeah.
You could run over the stairs, but like it's less dramatic.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, I'll show you in a minute.
what platform is that?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's gone. Oh, I'm betrayed now. He used a £200 in currency.
In currency.
German-made knife.
I'm coming.
Just wait. Keep an eye out for any trades. Look, what Trayone, we're going to throw this, right? 3, 2, 1. Stab him in the body.
Yeah. Oh, those javelin lessons came in handy.
Good old javelin. What better icebreaker than a javelin? £200 NATO German-made knife to the heart. Which had been designed for NATO military aircraft rescues with the capacity to saw through laminated glass and cut through seatbelts to inflict the deadly blow. If your knife can't cut through a seatbelt, I'm pretty sure my penknife can cut through my seatbelt in my car. Maybe not on a plane, I don't know.
Yeah.
And my penknife is like 15 years old and blunt as fuck. I'm pretty sure all knives can cut through seatbelts. I don't know what laminated glass is. Glass with some plastic on it.
Yeah.
I guess for an airplane
also,
window.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I saw glass, I'd be like, oh, I'll get my knife.
Yeah.
Like you'd be like, I'll get a
Hit
brick.
it with a hammer or something.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's laminated.
Yeah.
Oh, get the knives. Lanning claimed he came into possession of it when he was working on the latest Fast and Furious action movie. It doesn't say what he did. I don't know if he's an actor. He could just be a set guy.
Knife carrier.
Knife holder. Yeah.
You're here to hold Vin Diesel's knife.
Don't stab
4
anyone
months.
with it until
Yeah.
June 5th. The pair then fled the station. Oh yeah, I remember. The pair then fled the station, discarded their clothes and the murder weapon in a nearby estate, changed into floral pajamas, and went on the run for 10 days.
They'll never find us now.
We're camouflaged into the floral fauna.
Well, all we need to do is find a meadow. Once we find a meadow.
And then we've got to make sure we can sway in time with the wind.
Yeah.
So that we're all kind of blended
Yeah.
in.
This is what we've been training for. This was all that Vin Diesel training.
As much as that film was about the cars, it was also about the swaying with the meadows.
Yeah. It's about timing with the flowers.
That way we'll never be discovered.
Yeah.
After
Be
they
the
were
daisy. Be the daisy.
quick, let's pollinate. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You didn't watch Fast and Furious 12?
No.
That's why they teach you the pollinating.
The Rock was a bee. It was a giant bee.
They went on to make like different films, but under the same guise as Fast and Furious, didn't they?
It was The Rock and Jason Statham.
Yeah,
and
it was like from
Hobbs
the makers
and-
of
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, and it was
think.
like from the makers of Fast and Furious. It's like you
I've
realise,
never watched a single one of those films.
the
I've
car
never
thing
been
never got
interested
me.
in the whole
Gone in 60
culture
seconds.
and everything like that. Just not
Yeah.
bothered.
It's like, oh,
But,
you drive cars.
Like
Okay.
Hobbs and Shaw is like, I like The Rock. I like Statham. Like I
look like
could watch an action
good
movie, but
comedy.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, but
not-
yeah, it was just weird that the Fast and Furious has become a film company.
Yeah,
I guess you'd have. I think they were really popular, but if you're making that many films, you're
incredibly
probably.
popular.
It feels like you're probably making them out of your own film house, maybe.
Yeah,
You know, like Steven Seagal, like he's got loads of films. They may not as popular, but it's
Yeah.
like if I don't know, I think there's at least 7.
makes them himself.
Yeah, I think there's at least 7 Fast and Furious films.
Oh yeah,
So it feels like I don't know. But there's always another gimmick. Oh, this time they're in a car.
yeah.
This time they're in a safe.
Same car, different country.
Oh yeah, like Prison Break.
Yeah.
Same prison, well, different prison, different country, same thing.
Yeah,
Tattoos are just becoming less useful now.
I liked Prison Break.
Yeah, I like the first season.
First season was great. Although it was always like every single time it was going to a break, it was like, oh no, they're going to get caught. They weren't caught. Every single time, like, no, they weren't, because he had this tattoo of a screw, and because he had that,
He knew what screws
he knew
were.
what screws were, and he could escape the guards every single time.
Slipped
You
away.
had like 2 or 3 of those an episode.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been stabbed. He hasn't actually been stabbed because he had a tattoo of a stab wound.
He's got a tattoo of Vin Diesel and whatever this guy's name is, just lodged in his chest.
But no, that first episode, that first series was brilliant. And then they're on the run. It was like, okay, the on the run series was quite good as well. And then it's like, oh, they're back in prison again.
Yeah, and then I think there was at least 3 prisons, something like that.
They're back
And then
in,
I
they were in
stopped.
prison in like South America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, how are you going to get out of this one?
Yeah. And then they get out.
Yeah, and then another one. You can't be called, show called Prison Break unless you're breaking out of a prison.
Yeah,
It's like,
no, every
And then,
single
to be
series.
fair, this was when quality television was just starting, really.
Yes.
So like, it hasn't dated the best. It's still good, but like, yeah, it was like kind of new ground about what to be done. So they kept a little bit of NCIS.
Yeah. I never
was-
watched like 24, and that was like around the same
Yeah.
sort of time.
I was told that Lawrence Fishburne is now doing NCIS.
Oh, is he? He's
I
nuts,
don't believe
isn't he?
it.
Isn't he nuts?
He's mental.
Yeah.
But he might not be. It's just, I think, was a film, Predators.
Yeah.
It was like one of the
I heard
modern
that.
sequels to Predator.
Yeah.
It felt like, what's that other one? Boondock Saints. Do you remember we watched that? I think you showed it to me. And it was like, is Willem Dafoe, was he meant to be in this film? Or did you just turn up and start doing stuff?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it's just like, there was like, the whole film doesn't need to have Willem Dafoe in Boondock Saints.
No.
But it's brilliant and it's so weird. You're like, did they write this? Or
Yeah.
was he just like, fuck it, I'm going to go full Willem Dafoe?
Yeah.
It's that same kind of feel in Predators. It's just like, did someone ask Lawrence Fishburne to come to set today? He's just here. Okay.
Wasn't that
we'll
what
take
I thought? Wasn't that what happened?
I don't know. That's what I think jokingly what happened. I don't know how true it is. So it might be where it's coming from. But yeah. Yeah, I haven't confirmed it. It doesn't feel like a Lawrence Fishburne thing. Did you watch Hannibal?
No.
Hannibal's great.
Yeah.
Really good. The first 2 seasons at least are really good. and then the third season goes a little bit weird, but I think it comes back. But the first 2 seasons are great. Eddie Izzard's in it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's really good. It's very dark, even by my standards, but it's very well done. Really well done. Really recommend it. And he's in that, and he's good. So I can't see why I'd go to NCIS.
No.
I don't know. I think. I'll
Eventually,
Google it
everybody
soon.
goes to NCIS.
Everybody gets attracted to the music and the glasses, or whatever it is. Yeah. It's like, oh, how did he die? Oh, we'll check with the tech department. Tech department. Do you know
I
how
know
he died?
the memes from these shows. I've never watched them.
Yeah. What's that like? The photography enhance that picture.
Yeah.
That's the NCIS thing. And
Yeah.
and the scream. And It's
Yeah.
like, it just seems too. I can't give a shit about
It's
this.
just procedurals, man. I'm just not bothered.
What was that? Oh, there was a good one on Netflix with fucking up his name. He was Dwight from The Office.
Oh, yeah.
He was in 6 Feet Under as well, and he had his own little police procedural. But it was good because it was kind of uniquely funny in terms of it wasn't like too broad.
He was an arsehole, wasn't he?
Yeah, absolute prick. But it was really good, to be fair. It was like, it began with a B, Billings or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called. But that was really good as well.
Cool.
Anyway, after these stabbers were convicted, the BBC revealed Lanning was still on licence when he killed Mr. Daniel, having previously been jailed for stabbing a man 11 times in Brighton in 2016.
Why was he?
I don't know how
why was he out?
What does on licence mean? On bail?
Well,
No,
at
he
that
could be on bail
point,
for
they were
4
still
years.
making the movie, so he was allowed to stab people with Vin Diesel's knife.
Final Fantasy.
But he never
Furious-
renewed his stabbing license.
Yeah, I don't understand how you can stab someone. I mean, stabbing someone 11 times is a bit extreme.
What was he? Was he a military person or something?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think you just
got a license
stab someone
to
yeah.
stab.
Well, yeah, he's still on license when he killed him. What does that mean? He's still on license. Must be. It's not on bail. Must be on some kind of like good leave. But like 4 years in prison maybe, and then he was let out on good behaviour, something like that maybe.
For stabbing someone 11
times. That's
That's
feel like
not
you
an
should-
accident.
No, and that's like stabbing's pretty visceral,
Yeah.
and like all for people being visceral, but like don't stab people.
No,
You know what I mean?
I'm not sure I could do it. I think you'd want to. You kind of want to choke somebody. You've at least got the power to kind of reverse that somewhat.
Yeah, stabbing feels a bit more into like in all the serial killer stuff. It's always the more intimate wanting to really fuck someone up. Than
I always
just
flash
punch
back
someone.
to Saving Private Ryan.
Oh yeah,
Disneyland
yeah,
and-
the MG
Yeah.
Disneyland. You say Disneyland?
Yeah, remember the guy?
Well, they pop off to Disneyland and say maybe he's in Disneyland.
No. No, he's like, oh, I like Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
America. I love
yeah,
America. Yeah, that thing. And he ends up
Yeah.
turning on. I can't remember
On
the guy's
Tom
name,
Hanks.
but he's not on
Yeah,
Tom Hanks.
The stabbing is a different guy, I think.
Yeah.
a guy that looks kind of similar. But
Eddie, like
Yeah,
Eddie
yeah,
from
yeah,
Friends.
yeah, yeah.
Amazing, absolutely. Everything I see that guy in is fucking hilarious, except when he was getting
Yeah.
stabbed in Saving Private Ryan.
and he was great in Fargo.
And it was just that slow, just kind of like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
driving it. That was
Yeah.
oh
It's intense little stabbing.
god damn.
Yeah, it was good. Good
Yeah.
old stabbing. But yeah, stabbing feels pretty intense.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I could stab somebody. I could hit someone with like a mallet. Do you know what I mean? I'd be all right with that. Be
funny.
Fall to the floor.
Yeah.
But yeah, stabbing someone with it. Yeah. But I guess that's why you got the whole negative view towards cloak and dagger kind of thing. Society tends to distrust stabbings anyway.
Yeah.
I don't trust that stabbing. Yeah, being elusive, sneaking around the shadows. Like, no, just come out into. Yeah. Oh, so I'll talk about it afterwards. So that's me for this week.
Yeah. A few headlines.
All right.
A few headlines. Country singer Kane Brown. Do you know Kane Brown?
Nope.
Nope, me
Is it
neither.
with a C?
With a K.
Oh, okay.
Country singer Kane Brown was rescued by police after getting lost on his own property.
Where am I? Is it because it was a big property?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like it's that side of it is kind of funny, but it's like at the end of the day, it's 30 acres of forest and like and a house somewhere in that.
Yeah, I got lost in my
So, like,
garden.
and he just bought the place. He's like, I know, I'm gonna wander off. And then his mates went with him, and they found him, and then they were all lost.
We found
Like,
you,
yeah.
but now we've also found ourselves lost.
But then they had guns with them, so they were firing to make noise, and the police eventually found them and thought they were shooting at them.
It's a risky move.
Yeah.
If we shoot the sky, maybe we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to have that much space that you get like lost in your own house. I
Yeah,
suppose.
sure. Yeah,
But
it's Google Maps, Google phone,
he
compass.
said his phone was on like 7%, and they were trying to call people, but there's no signal and no anything out there. It's just nothing.
That's fair enough. I think the compass still works though.
Yeah, but just don't be such a dumbass.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
have
like-
some kind of basic survival skill if you're gonna go live in the wild.
Well, I guess what I was saying before that might have been edited out is that I think a lot of people tend to be quite. Everyone's stupid, and I kind of understand that and I accept that, and I think it's probably true. But like some people, that just have that moments of lostness. But like think about like the only way is Essex.
Yeah,
Like those people, they might be in that predicament. Like I walked in my garden, I don't know where I am. You know,
Yeah.
it's that they've put what's the polite way of putting it? They're putting their intelligence in other places.
Yeah.
Maybe.
yeah,
And losing it. I don't know. But yeah, just like not everyone's assumption to me, because I did the scouts, but it's just a natural thing for me. I always like to know where I am with regards to where I'm going.
yeah.
So if I was going into the woods, I would know where I came from and
Yeah.
try and figure out how to. There's just the part of me that's learned that lesson. Maybe some people just haven't, I guess.
Maybe.
It's like people who've never been camping.
Yeah.
They don't really have a concept of what camping is.
No.
So they'd be a bit lost. But everyone they've got their intelligence in other places.
Yeah, and I have a thing about wandering off. Like if we went for during all the lockdown stuff, we went for like walks in the Peak District and shit, and I was trying my hardest to kind of keep my bearings of like where we were in relation to kind of like where we'd parked, even though we'd walked for miles and stuff like that. I feel like I've got a generally good kind of like as the crow flies kind of sense of direction, but I think it's also healthy to have that fear that's like, let's keep track of all this because I don't know the area, and so like I don't know. So I do have a thing of a thing where I'm just like, I don't want to wander too far off the beaten path.
I think I've only gotten lost once, and that was
Yeah.
at a Target when I was like 2 or 3.
Oh yeah, I
the only time I've
remember
ever been
getting
lost, I
lost
think.
in like supermarkets and shops and shit
Yeah.
when I was a kid, and then you end up like going and finding someone that looks kind of like your mum, and you're like, you'll do.
Can I just live with you?
Yeah.
It would save me so much embarrassment.
Yeah.
I did the whole American cartoony thing of going to the help desk, and then they go,
Oh, yeah.
Mrs. Snip,
Yeah.
we've got a package for you over here. Mom comes like, oh, there you are. You. All right.
My bundle of joy.
Good old Target.
I didn't read into this, but I thought it sounded quite amusing. A study has confirmed that painting eyes on cows' arses helps ward off predators.
Yeah, I think I read something similar. I think it popped up. Apparently as well, like lions or tigers.
And bears? Oh my.
Oh, the old folk saying.
Wizard of Oz, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Maybe.
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
Am I?
Oh my.
Oh, my.
At the,
Fair enough.
the circus.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that much.
No?
I only saw bits and pieces of Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
Never saw the Michael Jackson remake.
No.
No.
Is there?
Yeah, he made a whole thing. One that Oz, I think it was called.
Oh.
He did the musical of it.
Oh.
All the kids are missing.
Oh.
There's,
Was it The Wiz?
oh yeah, maybe
I
it was
never
The
saw
Wiz.
that. I know
Yeah.
that was a big thing, but I never saw it. It's more of an American culture thing.
But yeah, I saw I saw that a lion or a tiger's have got some of them have got eyes painted on the backs of their ears,
Yeah.
like to
Yeah.
ward off whatever the
And
fuck
you see
they're
it
scared
all the
of.
time with like butterflies and things
Yeah.
have like weird kind of faces on their wings. But
Yeah.
it's like that cow's ass is staring at me.
Don't trust it.
Yeah.
Never trust it.
A trunk or a tail?
It probably works as well. Like there's
Yeah,
so many,
Believe
so
that.
weird. Well,
I mean,
it
like
must work. 'cause they've evolved it,
red,
right?
like yellow and black stripes ward off birds. Stops them eating bees and fucking wasps.
14-year-old girl should have been wearing bloody red and black stripes, ward off those birds shooting her. You know what I mean? Oh, that's not maybe not be in this edit either. No,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't make any sense.
There'll be a clip later on probably about
Yeah.
a girl
To
who
add
got shot by a
context
bird.
to that joke.
Yeah. Yeah. So all this stuff kind of works. I never warded off birds. So like, I guess like frogs
Yeah.
that are like black and red striped, but then they've got their own thing going, haven't they?
Yeah. No, but like wasps.
But like tigers.
Birds generally don't eat wasps. Like that whole red and black warning stripe.
And they don't eat tigers.
No.
This is true. A big bird. Birds are weird. The birds don't have teeth. Can't eat much if you haven't got teeth, right? Pelicans are always really weird.
Some birds have.
They eat with their chin. You know what I mean? This pelican.
I
Keep this fish in my chin for a bit.
I watched a pelican eating like a whole duck.
Yeah, I saw that video.
That thing's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's just this.
It's like swimming in its mouth.
Birds are weird. Birds are dinosaurs.
Yeah. Like if you go outside and you hear bird song and stuff, it's like just amplify that, make it deeper, and it's like just loads of fucking warning sounds.
Did you know comedian, really good comedian, Christian. He's a Christian comedian. Paul
Daniels?
No. Paul Daniels? Oh God, his name's escaping me. He did this comedy show, Crashing. You know what I mean?
Oh, Pete Holmes.
Pete Holmes, not Paul.
Is he
Pete.
Christian?
Yeah, it's a whole Christian thing. Well, he brought up Christian.
Right.
And then,
yeah.
But he did a joke. He did this fact on a podcast that if you take human laughter and you slow it down, it sounds like monkeys. It sounds like apes.
Yeah.
And apparently, it only sounds like that if you're genuinely laughing.
Okay.
If you're disingenuously laughing, it sounds wrong.
Okay.
So there's this thing in your brain to try and figure out how genuine someone's being.
Oh, right.
And you can connect with. I love that kind of stuff.
That's cool.
So so like the human laughter is very similar because I think gorillas laugh. I think there is like a or whatever movement, whatever vocalization they've got, and then it's just great if you slow it down. It sounds like that, and if it sounds fake, it sounds way off. It's like it's like this person's lying. Good old gorilla laughter meter. I can't trust this other gorilla. He's laughing like a bellend. Sorry. So lots of stuff. So birds, dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But
eyes on cows' asses.
Apparently, they think that dinosaurs had feathers.
And different colours and didn't all look like lizards.
Well, if they were black and yellow, then the birds wouldn't eat them.
Yeah, no,
probably.
No, I'm not going to eat that dinosaur. That dinosaur's dangerous.
That brontosaurus looks like a bee. Brontosaurus. Do you like dinosaurs?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I was always massive on Jurassic Park.
Yeah, loads of people love dinosaurs. I like Jurassic Park.
I was big on dinosaurs. I think it's because it's the first film I ever saw in the cinema. I think my granddad took me when I was like really, really young.
Mum's The Mask.
Oh yeah,
I saw that's the first one I remember, and I watched it it was a whole thing of going to the cinema to shut me up. I guess like my mum would go with her friends and her friends' kids.
Yeah,
like, let's go watch The Mask.
Yeah,
they'd be happy. So saw The Mask loads of times. The Lion King loads of times as well.
Never saw that in the cinema.
Yeah, Rugrats movie.
No, I didn't see that in the cinema.
For some reason, I'm getting memories of like a war film associated with Rugrats movie. I'm pretty sure they went to war.
Like a flashback.
There was something about they're in a van, he got knocked over a road, crashed, and then they were lost. And then the Germans came.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe sure. I made up my own Rugrats movie.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
Wish there was more Nazis in this film. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Evolution.
Yeah, cows, horses, predators. Finally on the headlines.
Okay.
A New Zealand man gets paid $10,000 a year to be the city's official wizard.
Can we? He really wants to be the wizard. The wizard of what? Oz? Sid the Wiz?
Just the wizard.
Just the wizard. Yeah, just shall not pass. Look after the bridge.
Yeah. For decades, the city of Christchurch has had an official wizard, Ian Brackenbury Channel, settled in New Zealand in the 1970s, wizard. Where he became known as the Wizard.
Oh, he's channeling everywhere.
Yeah.
Bloody wizard's channeling.
As if to reinforce how serious he is, he even held a New Zealand driver's license issued to the Wizard. First name The, last name Wizard.
I'm the. Yeah. Mr. Wizard, get me the hell out of here.
Although he says he hasn't officially changed his name, which I think is illegal.
Yeah, you can't have a driving license with
Someone
else's name on it.
Yeah. Are you the?
Although, to be fair, when I first joined the co-op at uni, I was Flight Commander Nick.
Yeah, you were. That's not a legal document.
Could be. Oh, no, it's a membership card. My first ever membership card. It's a Flight Commander. Are you
Show
Flight
me
Commander?
your co-op membership card.
Papers. Yeah.
On the paved square in front of Christchurch's cathedral, he pontificated on his life theories, wore wizard robes, and became such a well-known figure that he earned himself a TripAdvisor rating. 4 out of 5 stars.
Not the best wizard I've ever seen.
No. Since 1998, he's been paid 16,000 New Zealand dollars annually by the Christchurch City Council for wizardry.
I guess you could campaign and you could get funding.
It's a tourist attraction, essentially, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Particularly after all the fucking Lord of the Rings shit kicked off.
Yeah.
Because that was all done
Yeah,
in New
we've got a
Zealand, wasn't
wizard.
it?
Yeah.
When he became a wizard, he said that he lost all his friends and his wife left him.
Oh. How did all your family and friends disappear? Well, that's when I became a wizard.
When I really dedicated myself to wizardry.
I accidentally sacrificed them in a ritual. Oh. They still live in the city. They just can't see me. I'm invisible now.
Yeah. Yeah. Cloaked, if you will.
Whoops. Yeah.
He says he turned her throwing him out of the house into a ritual by inviting friends to come too.
Do you want to come over and get thrown out of the house by my wife?
Yeah. To me, it was fun, but not to her. She's still furious.
Pay that man.
Bit
Pay
of a
him.
legend. Yeah. You gonna throw me out, are you?
Yeah, I'm bringing friends around. Yeah, pizza.
He throws us all out.
Throw out Dan. He loves it. Go, Dan. Go on. Get in there.
Get out. Get out, Dan. In 1990, then New Zealand Prime Minister Mike Moore wrote him a letter on the official prime ministerial letterhead suggesting that he should urgently consider my suggestion that you become the Wizard of New Zealand, Antarctica, and relevant offshore areas.
Just within that radius.
Yeah. But yeah, the official Wizard of New Zealand, $10,000 a year. Not a bad gig.
Just next to Oz.
Yeah.
It's like the sidetrack.
Yeah.
It's the sequel.
Yeah. The Wizard of Almost Oz.
Yeah. Not Oz, I guess. They don't like being
The Wizard of Oz's mate.
cooler brother.
Yeah.
Prefer New Zealand to Australia.
Yeah. Well, apparently his deal was like he was a lecturer somewhere. And he never really took it seriously, and so they kicked him out. He's like, "Well, fuck this! I'm going to go be a wizard." And he's got like the long beard and the fucking hat, and and people. I think somebody just said, "You look like a wizard." And he's like, "Yeah, that's a good idea."
Yeah, I am a wizard.
I am. Yeah.
I take a salary. Do you? From
Yeah.
who? The government.
Yeah, my wife's thrown me out and everything.
I mean, all the prerequisites. Got no friends now.
No.
Got thrown out of my life.
Yeah. Just one of these.
Steve's collection of useless meanderings. Scum.
Detroit holds the record for the city with the most rejected bids to host the Olympics. They've been rejected 9 times.
Oh. Oh dear. We've got the Detroit Lions, we are.
Yeah.
The Olympics.
It's like, you've been rejected 8 times, and someone was like, what's the record?
Yeah. We can win our own Olympics of rejection.
Yeah.
The Rejection Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put a bid in. What are we going to do for it? Nothing.
We ain't got. You can't win if you don't play.
Yeah.
We'll just throw that in and see what happens.
Yeah, well, we're going to... they can all swim in the lake Michigan. Just get in.
Flint, Michigan Lake.
Yeah.
Swim in it. Just don't.
I mean, don't.
Yeah, just don't.
But you can. You might get gold.
You might become gold. Solidify and sink to the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, it can't be worse than other. Like, I think, was it Beijing where the water just went green and no one really knew why?
Oh, yeah. That
Can't
was
go with
brilliant.
that much worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
cheap land, I guess. I guess it's just
Yeah.
crime areas. I think Detroit's quite bad for crime.
Yeah, because everything kind of fell apart when all the car places went away. I know it's kind of on the rise again a bit.
Well, not high enough. Hasn't risen high enough for an
No,
Olympics yet.
no. But they've got a record. So
It's got
good.
a medal. What would you want to be? Would you want to host an Olympics? In your
Myself,
house?
like in the garden.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, I love the Olympics. But if the Olympics
there's too many people.
came in here, smashed my windows in, threw javelins where I don't want javelins thrown, I'd say, "Oh, the Olympics, fuck off."
Yeah. So I'm 2,500 meters in my jacuzzi in the rain.
Sparking off all my power, tossers.
Try rowing my empty bath down the river.
But I guess people love it. I mean, did you watch the Olympics in London at all? When it was in London,
Not nearly as much as I should, to be honest. I feel like that was like kind of a missed thing. Like it's one of those things where I'm like, I probably should have been more involved in that a little bit. That felt like kind of a sense of pride that I missed out on.
I mean, I was surrounded by it because I was working in restaurants
I
when it
just
was
didn't.
happening.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just didn't care. It's just looking back on it. It's like I watched the opening ceremony and I watched the closing ceremony. That was good. It started and then it finished, and then there was a whole bunch of stuff in the middle.
Glad it wasn't in Detroit.
Yeah, but I know we won a shit ton of stuff, didn't we? Because I think on
Yeah,
the lead
yeah.
up to hosting it, they were like, "Well, we got to fund everything now.
Yeah.
Everybody get good at sports, quick."
Ride bikes.
Yeah,
Ride bikes and run.
Yeah.
All right, well.
yeah.
Do a weird M. All right. Yeah, fair. Well, we won then.
And now all those buildings are like, well, it's been and gone. They can all go to shit now. Just let it turn green. I don't care.
I read a thing this week about there's some nuclear testing facility in Scotland that was used for reactor efficiency of some kind, and it's not in use anymore. But because it was nuclear, it can't be used. That land can't be occupied by anyone else for 333 years.
Oof.
I was like, it's pretty extreme.
Yeah.
That's like obviously the government owned probably or something like that.
Yeah.
You go, maybe it's the same with these Olympic stadiums that aren't being used in like Brazil.
Yeah.
Brazil had loads of like stadiums built and now they're completely abandoned.
Yeah. Brazil was fucked.
Yeah.
If you find any like street photography from Brazil of
Yeah.
people like exploring the ruins and shit, it's
like I Am Legend.
Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Really fucked.
Maybe they're radioactive. Who knows?
Could be.
Dinosaurs.
2006 saw the first documented instance of a sexually transmitted allergic reaction between a woman and her boyfriend who had eaten Brazil nuts several hours prior to them having sex.
Good old Brazil nut powers.
Yeah.
Get your libido going.
I mean, like, it makes sense. Like,
yeah.
I guess, but I just...
All goes somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an episode of House. That was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, about a guy who took, I think it was something like penicillin or some kind of medication to help his immune system, but he ejaculated into and his sperm was filled with something. And yeah, like that's how it got, or maybe that was one of the first theories.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it makes sense. Like if you bleed on someone, if you've had a lasagna, I've said lasagna a lot today, but if you eat lasagna and you bleed on someone, some of that lasagna is going on that person. Don't be rude. Guess the same happens for Brazil nuts.
Yeah.
Although don't they transfer through the air anyway?
What? Brazil nuts?
Like nuts allergies. They're like airborne.
Oh, like if you cough on somebody?
Yeah, or something like that.
I don't know.
Like the nut dust. Is, effective.
Maybe dust and stuff, but apart from that, I don't know.
Well, it's like that's why you can't have nuts on planes. Is because if there's someone with a nut allergy on the plane, is it circulates through the air. You don't even have to touch them.
Oh, right.
They just get the reaction.
Oh, is that why you're not allowed nuts on planes anymore?
If there's someone with a nut allergy on the plane, yeah. I think like you have, if when you book your ticket, but
Yeah.
I'm allergic to nuts. And they go, oh, okay, no nuts.
Well, fuck off then.
Maybe it's just time they all died. Yeah. Asthmatics, probably the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, can't breathe.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think they should all die. I do. I think it's odd that we've got those things proliferating.
It's the weird balance, isn't it? How
Yeah.
much does society work around you as opposed to you working around society? So do
Yeah.
you have a respirator, some kind of like UV suit or something like that?
I think we've all kind of tacitly agreed that we will help everybody as much as possible. Like we kind of got to that point where it's like, if it's possible to help somebody, we will.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Whether you the other side
With
to
the
that,
stuff for like vegans and vegetarians, they've become much more widespread. And I guess that's the same kind of thing, right? Being accommodating to other people's more niche requirements.
yeah,
If you go to a restaurant
no,
now,
it's
there's
fine.
more vegan
I'm
requirements.
accommodating to your niche requirements. But if you come around my house,
Kicking my windows.
yeah,
Throwing javelins around the Olympics.
eating my carrots.
Yeah, carrot porridge. What are you doing? No!
I got a few more, but I'll do an and finally.
All right.
And finally, being British comes with a sense of pride that manifests in a love for being mundane and, on the whole, pretty shit. In 1977, to celebrate the incompetence of our great nation, the Not Terribly Good Club of Great Britain was founded. 2 years later, the club was closed, following the alarming success of their first book entitled The Book of Heroic Failures. Due to its success, they could no longer in good faith proclaim to be incompetent. And with the writing on the wall, Stephen Pyle, author and founder, stepped down, due in part to the now 20,000 applications from avid readers to join the club, as well as an incident where he prevented a catastrophic disaster involving a soup tureen.
Oh.
Even as failures, we failed, he said.
Whole club of incompetence.
That
No,
feels-
we're competent now.
If someone says, like,
I resign.
like what's British, like, that feels
Yeah,
like
yeah.
British.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd have, at least not as a national identity, you wouldn't have like a big sect of like America celebrating how crap they were.
Yeah, I'd say that's the opposites of the spectrum, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
America is united by its patriotism
Yeah.
of how amazing America they see it to be.
Yeah.
And I think we're more united by how crap things are.
Cynicism, I guess.
Yeah, but I think it's just time. It's just
Yeah.
like if you've lived, it's possible. It's probably quite unlikely, but it's possible that the house someone lives in, like the last 600 years of their family have lived in that house,
Yeah.
and they just watch the world go by, and they've just done whatever. It's less like, oh, this is brand new and modern, especially like London and stuff. Like things have stayed the same
Yeah.
for a very long time, and it's this. Yeah, there's a weird. Like I said, I don't trust happy people that much. If people like really like the typical stereotypical American stereotype. I've said stereotype too many times, but that joyous, that happiness, that go get it, guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, fuck off, mate. Just no, chill out. I don't trust you if you're too eager.
No.
Because if you're eager, you're gonna die. Fun though. I think it's just from being being old as a
Yeah.
country.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's just what it is. And the weather, right? The weather's not been very good, I think, stereotypically for years. So it's like, just get
fine.
used to the rain. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You just you accept it. You can't
Yeah.
control it. It's not like,
Yeah.
oh, it's sunny all year round. It's just
That'd
like,
be boring.
yeah, it's just like, no, sometimes it rains. Sometimes it's a bastard.
Yeah.
Shit happens. That as well, I think there being like a royal class and working lower classes and stuff like that of like, we're just doing whatever we can to get by.
Yeah.
I reckon that's kind of a normal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me this week, and I think your battery's going to die very shortly.
It's going to die soon, so we better be real quick.
Yeah.
Quick. We're on social media if you want to add us. I'm at Nick Snip.
I'm at Sing It Steve.
We are at Pulling Teeth Pod on Twitter and Instagram, and we're Pulling Teeth Podcast on Facebook.
Yeah, you can email us at wisdom@pullingteethpodcast.com. If you've got any contributions, articles to send us, funny stories, quips, anything like that. And you can find everything we do on pullingteethpodcast.com.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. Like and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. That's always awesome. And we've got an Amazon banner on our website. If you're going to go to Amazon, go to our website first, click on the Amazon banner, do your shopping, and if you buy anything, we get a kickback. It's all good.
Yeah.
Quick outro, trying to fight out the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we succeeded though. I'm still alive. I'm still going.
Still alive.
Yeah, we'll get the cable again next week and it'll be good.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, I think we compacted that. That kind of work.
Yeah, that feels better rather than just like having it all.
No blackouts.
No blackouts.
No hot tubs fighting the machine.
No. Not this time.
Yeah, it's fair enough. See you next week.
See you next week.
See you next week.